Well, folks, we're back one other time. As I was saying in the last vlog and video that it just cut out and cut off due to storage space getting close to being full in tablet. I was talking about how I should be able to go and get my I should be able to go some point today and do my repeating blood work and stuff. It's just that, like I said, just a little while ago, one of our people who's usually here during the week, mostly Monday through Friday, mostly Monday through Friday, is out ill right now, so that kind of limits the number of people that would even be available for it this morning. Our next person is due to come in less than, like I just said in the last vlog and video I was just doing, that it just cut out as storage space was getting close to being full in tablet. Our next person is due to come in less than another 40 minutes at 1 o'clock at 1 o'clock this afternoon, and he said maybe you can go and deal with it then. And I ultimately was cool. I ultimately was cool with that. I ultimately was cool about it. And I just really kept my mouth shut about what was on the brain, what was going through my mind, and what was on the brain as a result of such stuff. But when such things come up, like mostly when you feel like you're just tired and not completely at the top of your game, like you may tend to feel like like kind of having one of those moments again where feeling like you wanna like you wanna go and crave for attention from such people that you've known from before but aren't really ideal people to get into it with. Again, all going back to just because you wish you had more friends outside of your place, like outside of LAI and lifetime assistance. What I'm referring to is like just again, like I've said, and I think at least a couple, or I think more so a few of my videos and stuff that I've done so far. Uh, right now, staffing is not like horribly weak here or terribly weak, but it's not the greatest right now. The fact of the matter is, sometimes you only have so much time in between the time when one person gets to a point where they've found like another job or in another work area where they can work, where they can make more money and better feed their families, and then where like the next person or the next couple of people end up getting to that point where they end up finding another job in another work area where they can like make more money and better feed their families and stuff. So again, for a little while now, staffing around here and throughout a good bit of agency-wide has been quite weak, quite weak in a way, where it has had some impact and some stuff. I mean, again, it didn't have too much of an impact on being able to get around this year, and hopefully shall not have too much of an impact on, continuing to get around the way we've been getting around, uh, moving forward. Um, but it can result in, some things having to be put on hold, you know, and, you know, then I was kind of sort of thinking about, this obviously I'm not going to act on, obviously, but, I was kind of thinking a little bit about emailing some of our people higher up, about like, you know, potentially wanting to like, start ignoring certain rules and stuff, like, like, rules like, like where we insist that you stay away from this place or you stay away from that place, either because A, it became a troublesome place after a certain period of time, or B, it's happens to be a place where there's quite a bit of high crime and stuff. You know, definitely for the most part so far found some fair alternatives and stuff. You know, so it hasn't had too much of an impact and stuff in my end so far. But you know, just you know, again, I'm coping fine with the fact that we shall not have to push going and repeating blood work in 2019, going and getting and repeating blood work out to another day. We should be able to get it done today as soon as our next person comes in shortly, short, shortly, but just kind of at least a little bit of a delay, just because we're a little short-handed on people here this morning. Um, so you, so then sometimes when you get into thinking like, I wish I could just spend more of my time with these people outside of this organization. Like what I mean is like people that you think could could have more of the time and leeway to help you get around or stuff. But again, you know, try to understand that like if like say you may think the grass is greener with spending your time with these people over here, but then once you get into trying it, you don't realize what exactly you're getting yourself into. So you know again, it all kind of goes back to like when you wish you had like more friends like outside of LAI, outside of lifetime assistance, where like it could be just a matter of like when like you wish to plan to do something like picking certain days, and then like you think maybe we'll go this day or maybe we'll go that day, and then you figure out which day, then everything's good, and all you do is like maybe work out, schedule public transportation to meet them somewhere, or if they're on your visitors list, have them come and get you, and then just go and ride along with them, and where it's just kind of like a just show up, and then you just show up you just show up, and then you just show up, and then everything's and then go and have your fun that way, you know. But again, maybe I was just feeling this way just because I wasn't exactly at the top of my game, and I was just kind of sort of tired, Woke up a little bit around 6, and then, you know, some of the other YouTube channels that I've subscribed to, I know how they've talked about turning on post notifications but that can be kind of confusing to understand how to do it. But I did kind of research how it's done, and then once I figured out how it's done, maybe I'll try and do another vlog and video, maybe at a later date coming up. I think my storage space is just about to cut off here, so I think I got to end the vlog and video. But once I learned how to do it with turning on post notifications to certain YouTube channels that you really like and stuff, I decided to go through some of the YouTube channels that I really feel that I really felt strongly about, one by one, and simply just go through the turning on post notifications process. So now I know how to do it. And again, I'll try and do a vlog and a video at a later date, going through specifically how I've learned that it's done. And I'm sure you probably all could do some research on how it's done too. But I kind of need to end the vlog and video because my storage space, I think, is getting close to being done here. So one of the things that me and my dad were going to do, well, we were going to definitely grab a bite to eat for sure. I know one of my cousin's soccer games initially was on for some point today, but fortunately we have another kind of wet and dreary day. And then when I looked in weather.com website, it at first went from just saying rain showers for today to actually rain. It said just rain showers this morning, but then evolving into a more steady rain this afternoon. So I don't know if that might make my cousin's soccer game that was due to be on for later on this afternoon have to either get canceled or if not at the least postponed and stuff. So we'll see what happens with that. And when we were thinking maybe perhaps about maybe making a brief run, maybe making a brief run up to and stop by at Kelly's Farm Market, which happens to be right in my hometown, which is just outside of a little bit outside of on the outskirts of the village of Hilton, which again is my hometown. So we'll see what happens with that. So I don't think we'll be able to do a lot of, if we even do any vlogging or videoing when we're out with Dad later on this afternoon. Won't really be able to be a lot. Perhaps maybe a little bit as we're just leaving Kelly's Farm Market and stuff. If cousin's soccer game is even able to still be on today, depending on the way the rain ends up being the rest of the day and the rest of the afternoon and through then, I don't think doing any vlogging or videoing at my cousin's soccer game with a bunch of other people around would set well, in my dad's end. So I don't think we really would bother doing any vlogging or videoing then. And so we may talk to you later. So until then, that's all for now. Talk